Next is Pure and Flux versus Ollie and Milk.
Just a quick note to any of our viewers who are not part of the community or haven't been for new members to the community. Don't worry, that's Ollie.
Okay. Then I did have him on my friends list. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
So just to let everyone know, Bana, Adam Wazentech here, and me, St. Grief, we're the management staff and the owners of Perpetual Nonsense as a community, and we'll be happy to have you come join us. But there is, when I joke about Bana, or we swear at each other a lot, it's all in good fun. Also a thing to note, all of you guys who are watching the stream now, if you wanted to join in tournaments in future, we actually have all of the other, or quite a lot of the other participants who've already been knocked out so far or waiting on future games, all sat in a VC together, watching together and laughing. It is a nice community thing, everyone's getting on, and we do encourage you to try and get to know some more people and just have a good time. I swear we don't bite, we might be sarcastic, we might swear a bit, but we genuinely would love to have you guys. And with that said, let's get this game going.
So we got Red Dragons, Flux and Pure Anguish versus Milky Milkman and Happy Meal 2K.
Happy Meal. Brilliant name, I've got to admit. I'm loving
I'm
loving the food scheme. It's literally...
I should have called it McDonald's because of milk and a Happy Meal.
That's what they are now. We have Red Dragons versus McDonald's. We have
on the glass band.
Interesting pick, though I suppose the rooftop angles can be pretty nasty on this map. But with a team of only 2 on each side, I think holding roof would be a wasted effort. You really need to push together here.
Apparently, Flux feels targeted right there, since it was apparently a target ban. Zero being banned, as we've not seen him once, I do feel like he would be good utility.
I do actually think the Red Dragons here with Flux and Pure, I think they definitely are thinking ahead as to different strats that we haven't seen yet. Because we actually haven't seen Happy Meal and Milk play yet today.
Happy Milk.
So I think that... Happy Milk, there we go. We haven't seen them play yet today, and I definitely think that they're thinking outside the box, and instead of just going off of their assumptions based on previous games, they're really coming at this with a fresh outlook. Might be quite important to getting them to win.
With Milk only waking up just before we start the tournament here, it'll be interesting to see how his slowly woke brain takes the field. Milk my Dairy Queen, best of luck. Well, there's already some good morale between the two teams. And we're starting.
There's definitely no hard feelings down in that chat. They're all laughing, having a good time, all chatting, even after their matches when they lose to each other.
Alright, everyone just nod and say yes, dear. We may not have understood a single thing she said, just nod and say yes. That's all you ever need to do.
Locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, so we've got an Oryx and a Jaeger versus a Zofia and an Ashe. Very common attackers there. An Oryx is a bit of an unusual an unusual pick. But with the 2 hatches and rotation...
There's a lot of maneuverability there.
10 seconds left before insertion.
I mean, Oryx is a good pick here for getting from one side of upstairs to the other side of upstairs without having to risk being shot from rooftop. That is something that he can do quite decent at. What is he doing?
He's making easy in the wall.
Of course.
Well, clearly someone's feeling confident. Someone's feeling confident in this matchup.
Easy to see. They might say that now, but I reckon they are going to be tested a little bit more than they expect to. Whichever team wins here will be going up against Jimmy and Bana in the final. Which is going to be a really difficult matchup for anyone.
Looks like
we are definitely seeing more utilization of the roof here than we had last game as well. They pretty quickly jumped down and didn't stay up there for long.
Got Happy Meal roaming that first floor, utilising what Oryx is best at. Milk stepping out, not watching that roof, so he could easily get picked off if he's not careful.
Yep, notice that as well, and they've spotted him. Flux
Wow.
knows he's there and is definitely keeping an eye on
Oh.
that angle. His scope getting a little bit in the way there, though, of actually being able to see the rotate that Milk seems to be dodging between.
Oh, fuck's...
Happy Meal just having a good time here, just chilling out.
Oh.
Milk again there, being really not that careful of rooftop. He's gonna have to keep that angle tight. Oh, is he gonna try and counter peak roof? That would be dangerous.
Oh. Drone
Yeah,
spot
they know
and
he's
shooting
there.
back.
They know he's there, and that's gonna really limit his movement now.
Oh. Ash being
Oh,
shot
just
up.
a couple of shots. That is nasty.
Oh. No. Oh. Oh.
Oh, so close, but got cocky there with the last one. Takes out,
Ooh, and Milk takes Flux out.
and Milk brings it in. Impressive kills there. I'm not gonna lie. Clearly, Happy Meal was getting a bit cocky there, but did manage to flick straight to luggage from that Ash and take out the Zephyr. Really not a bad start for them.
Milk being happy with himself there. No,
Happy Meal is saying that will do them. Yep.
that could have been a hard loss due to Happy Meal's cockiness towards that end after taking out that Zofia then and rushing after the Ash.
I mean, if Happy Meal hadn't successfully flicked straight to luggage onto that Zephyr, he would have been taken out. They got him in a crossfire, but unfortunately he was just too fast on the draw and manages to take the Zephyr out before they could take him out. Taking the Ash down to really low health as well. Got a little bit cocky, but thankfully Milk was able to pull it back.
All is looking good for Team Happy Milk.
Interesting, we haven't yet seen a rotation between service entrance and kitchen. Wonder if they're going to be putting that in soon.
They've got nothing to do it with. Both of them have barbed wire. Milk using theirs up by that service entrance, and Jaeger using one of his at the kitchen doorway.
That could really damage them later on if they go for that service push. It's really not going to be easy. Clara's suggesting of everyone goes against everyone at the end of this. If the players are still around and want to do that, I will happily sort that out, Clara. No problem. Interesting here. Looks like they're droning in from Sunrise side, but will they push that way? Looks like Pure is actually heading in that way now. Flux still staying outside kitchen. Pretty bold there, as Pure just keeps heading in that way without worrying about blue bar. Thankfully, he doesn't have to.
Being forced out of kitchen right there. We see Happy Meal eliminated.
Caught. Oof. That was very good teamwork on the Red Dragon side there. One of them forcing them to move up out of their position, and the other then taking them out while they were in transition. Seriously good teamwork.
And a quick, swift execution from Red Dragons.
I think they're gaining a little bit of confidence back after that one.
That rotation really could have helped them if they just went someone with a bit more leniency with it.
If they could have, held that corner with a rotation, they would have had a much better position to be holding that side. I mean, without the rotation there, you really can't hold that corner in kitchen, which severely limits the angles that you can have on blue bar.
Mm.
And like that kind of north stairs hallway.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Wonder if they've learnt their lessons this time.
Vigil and
That Rook
Mill.
again, interesting.
Vigil and Milk, yes. Vigil and Rook.
Yeah. Interesting that we've seen so many Rook picks.
Yeah.
V playing Rook quite a bit in her game, and Milk playing Rook here. Some might think, and to be honest, I do think it might be a little bit wasted utility. Although we have seen it save the players a fair few times in the last few rounds.
The
Attackers are moving
chunkiness of
out
a
to
3
locate a bomb
armor
and defuse it.
really does play a lot into the game.
Yeah, unless Red Dragons can really be focusing on those headshots, it really could cost them the match. And I think that's what, you know, Milk and Happy Meal here, I think that's what they're focusing on.
Pure Anguish pushing from the north side, while we have Flux on that east side. Looks like they're both regrouping to this side.
Question is, will they stay split up? Yeah. Nope, looks like they're both together now. Going for
Looks
the
like-
bathroom drop. Interesting choice.
Looks like Vigil's running back to
A
site
bomb has been
to
located.
support Milk.
Interesting to see that they seem pretty set on dropping bathroom here, which is frequently considered a pretty bad option when you don't have that ruler. You know, quite easily get crossfired, and if anyone has a line from CDs, you've got a problem. From
Yeah.
Hall of Fame, sorry.
Oh. That
They have
impact
opened it up
helped.
though.
Yep, saving that Ash and Ash charge for it.
Vigil trying to keep a low profile, clearly just trying to catch them off guard as they drop.
Scan through all cameras nice and quick to see if there's any intel at all.
Don't seem to have any though, as both players are just now getting off of roof. Quite a late push though, we are looking at only, what, 46 seconds left on the clock? That's like 40 seconds left on the clock.
There's one on the roof and one in Hall of Fame. They slowly make their push. Milk
Maybe
look-
too slowly though, we are looking at 27 seconds left.
Oh, Vigil been taken out and then followed up by Pure Anguish killing Rook.
Yep, the Vigil definitely tried to swing around on that one, but yeah, Pure just really had that covered. Considering how slow that push was, it was very methodical and they kept their calm the entire way through. They didn't panic and rush. And I think that definitely saved them the round.
Oh, most definitely. I wanted the armor.
A knife fight. They're calling for a knife fight now. See if they do that. Oh, they're betting it. Okay, maybe having a knife fight this round, guys. Main entrance. Yep, looks like we might be getting a knife fight.
Well, anything is possible. It's even happened in a pro league, if I remember rightly.
By
We've
attackers.
seen, and oh god, the names escape me and what teams did it, but it has been seen done before. Oh well, Flux is already there. He's serious about it. We've got Capital and Nomad both spawning on their
10
seaside.
seconds remaining.
Is Flux going to join his
5
three?
seconds left.
Yep. There's...
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Yep, looks like Pure might be joining in as well. Looks like we got a knife fight coming, guys.
Although the worst area for camera view, so I'll actually, I might need to end up having to. Oh, you could feel Flux's sadness. Oh,
You could, and they're going for the shot. They played them. Milk there, take a few shots. Yep, looks like their trust is broken on that one. Bad Milk. Milk seems a little bit slow on the ball today. Milk is indeed a savage.
yep.
No, I think he really is he's just woken up recently. Clearly still struggling a little bit. Let's have a look. Where are the defenders at right now?
We've got one.
They've
in
gone
a
back,
cor-
yep.
Yep.
They have gone back to properly defending. Instantly takes out the Nomad. That was a very clean kill there from the Alawai.
Oh,
Milk's struggling here. Flux just playing around the boxes.
Oh,
Does
back
get
it.
taken out though,
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
but does get a lot of shots in on Milk first. He's going to be going into this fight at a serious disadvantage.
Some exchange of words, it seems.
I got him, you can't say shitty, and instantly dies to Pure from a normal angle. That is quite ironic there. Dramatic irony at its finest. Milk is certainly going to be regretting saying that now, I think.
Yep. Well, it's looking like the victory might go to Flux and Pure, but it's still up in the air. Ying and Mozzie being picked. Ying is an interesting band. We haven't seen one of these yet. With an Ash and an Ella.
Okay, looks like the Ying and the Ash are definitely going for a rush. Ying and Blitz, they are taking flashing to a whole new level. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting rush, I think, from these guys. But the Ella is going to seriously slow them down, especially that Blitz. Knocking his shield aside is going to cause them a lot of problems. Inadvertently picked counters here, ironically. Question is, can they hold up long enough? That's it. If they get rushed, especially that Maestro, if he's on cams and they get rushed, that is not going to be good.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to go.
Although I would say that with the picks that
Attackers are moving out
that
to
Milk and
locate a
Happy
bomb
here
and
have gone with, I think it's safe to say they've kind of accepted defeat.
Yeah, I think they're going for a last grasp of a fun pick that might pay off because it's just one of those things.
Yeah. They're
Although
going
that's a
out with
Ying
bang,
shotgun.
they're just doing something a little bit different.
That is a Ying shotgun as well. They are most definitely going out with a bang.
And a hell of a lot of flashes. Yeah.
Just like being in London again.
It's not that bad all the time. Depends where you are, really. If you're in that gentrified area, maybe.
Looks like we're going for a bathroom push here.
Interesting use of the Candela, given no one was in the vicinity, though.
And 2 Candelas been used.
Before they even get anywhere near site, yeah, that's definitely not something that they will be proud about. Ella is behind them up on that top floor, which is rather interesting. They don't seem to have responded to the fact that someone is in VIP. We're now in hook, I suppose. Wow. Flux snuck around with that. That was nasty.
And the victory goes to Red Dragons.
Really good kill from Flux there. And this was just a solid defense in general, to be honest. I mean, they played well. That was a bit of a dodgy shot, but you know, what can you do? They won at the end of the day, and that's what matters. So it looks like we're going to be having Red Dragon up against Zumi from Audacity and Bana, who is one of our